All right, ladies, I'm going to let you in on a bit of a secret of what men really want. If we break it down to the simplest form, men are really good for two things. We're good for fighting and fucking. From a evolutionary standpoint, we are great at protecting and providing, and we're also an integral part of reproducing the next generation. And we know that it's kind of built into us and we're aware of that. But as we've evolved as a species, we've moved a little bit beyond that as well. So, as well as just fighting and fucking and providing and protecting, we also now understand our emotions and have an awareness of our emotions and are probably more sensitive than you actually think. Um, so, and fighting has changed and providing has changed. We live in a generation where women can out earn men. So, that, for example, part of providing what we used to do may not be necessary to your situation. Um, but what we are looking for, what we are wanting, what we desire, what we need, just think of it. Everything we go out and do, we treat it like a fight. Whether that be going out and going to the grocery store and picking up the exact product that you want. If we come back with the wrong product, it's actually wired into our system that we have failed you, we have failed the tribe, and the whole tribe is now going to die because of our failure. So we didn't fight, we didn't protect, we failed everybody. This also includes if we go, say, we're working on our computer on our business, or we go out to work, or we're doing something in the yard. Whatever we're doing, when we go out into the world, whether that be in a work mode or anything, just think that these instincts are ingrained in us. So when we come back home, when we finish work, whatever we've done, we've been out there fighting to get ahead, fighting to provide, fighting to make sure you're safe, that the family unit is safe, fighting against our own demons, fighting against our own personal boundaries that hold us down. We're fighting against our parents' voices, our society's norms. We're out there every single day, and that's the way we operate. And so, what we want from women and what we need, what we desire, what we deserve from women is that when we come home, when we finish work, when we finish the task, we want our home to feel peaceful. That's it, realistically. And the reason behind this is because we're going off to fight a war, and so we want our home to be peace. And that war might be as simple as taking the bins out. It might be as simple as mowing the lawn. Whatever it is we go and do, we want our home, our space at the end of the day or the end of the task to be peaceful. And so what happens is the reason people clash, men and women clash, is because, and the reason relationships break down is because the home is more of a war zone than the war zone. And this is why you see so many men that will go to the pub after work because they need to psych themselves up to go into the new war zone. And so what happens is there's never peace. There's never a time for the nervous system to relax. There's never time for the man to regather himself before he goes out into the next battle. And this is what a lot of people don't understand, and this is why there's so many relationship breakdowns happening at the moment. And this is why there's so much conflict in relationships, is because the simple thing man wants is peace. And if the home doesn't provide peace, if the home is more, as I said, more of a war zone or an equal war zone, or it's just not a peaceful place where there's constant criticism or constant expectations and not an understanding of the fact that we've just been to war. Even though it might have just been to the shops, we've been to war and we deserve rest to recuperate and recover before the next thing. And so what a lot of the time is that a person will come home and they'll be straight into another task, so straight into another battle, straight into another fight before there's any like celebration. Wow, you've gone out there and you've mowed the lawn. Wow, you've taken the bins out. Wow, you've been out there having you've been doing your job, whatever it is. And so we just want peace. And so if a woman can provide peace in the home, we will do anything. It's simple as that. We will go out there and we will constantly go, because we're going out and then we're coming home and we're being in your presence and we're being recharged. So we have more energy to go out again and again and again, and we'll be even more courageous and do things that maybe you or we never even believed that we could do. And this is why you see the men that are really, really successful in the world have a really powerful woman beside them. And the power that they have is they provide peace. And that peace helps the man be the man that he's destined to be. Hopefully that helps. Comment below if you think that I'm bullshitting or nonsense, whatever. But as a man, that's how I feel. And I never knew this when I was younger. As I've grown and matured, I've learnt more about what my true desires are, and I've also understand on a basic level what we actually are as men. And I'm aware that we really only have two functions, and I'm okay with that, because that's what we're designed to do. We're designed to protect. We're designed to provide. We're great at fighting, whatever that fight may be. And we fight not because we want to fight. We fight to protect the ones that we care about. And we fuck because we have to create the next generation. But we don't want to be just that. We want the intimacy, the depth of who you are and what you provide, because you can provide us something that we can't access without you. And it's this beautiful, I don't even know how to describe it, because we don't know how to create it without you. And that's why we need you. And that's why we will bend over backwards for you until the point that we burn ourselves out and we can't do it anymore. And that's when, in general, this is when people's boundaries, we let people walk over our boundaries too much as men. And I can't talk for women. I understand there's different aspects of women, and I can potentially do another video on that. But as men, we will do anything for you, but there becomes a point where we can't do anything more. And this is why men have man caves. It's like their only space where they can feel safe, which is pretty sad when you think about it. A man cave, I believe we all should have a man cave, because it helps us to really sit in our thoughts. But most people's man caves are just actually a place to escape. It's not a place of growth. It's not a place of planning and planning that next battle. It's not the war room. It should be the war room where you, your thoughts, your dream team get together and create that next thing. But realistically, it's the war room of a defeated person, a defeated man who drinks or watches sport or gambles or whatever he does in that room, just to give himself that tiny bit of peace. And if we can create more peace, if women can help create more peace for the man will create peace on earth, because we will protect and we will go 100% against any bit of nonsense that is harming children, harming women, harming society. And we will not stop, because we know that we can come back and recharge with you And this is what makes the union of man and woman so powerful. Peace. Love you all.